Basket severin bu haftaki konuğu son 7 sezonunu aralıksız olarak Türkiye'de geçirmiş ve Banvit'in simge isimlerinden biri haline almış bir Amerikalı. Bandırma temsilcisinin 8 numaralı formasını giyen ve takımın lokomotif oyuncularından biri haline gelen Chuck Davis, 2006 yılında Alabama Üniversitesi formasıyla mücadele ettiği NCAA sonrası Türkiye'nin yolunu tuttu. 2006-2007 sezonunda Ankara temsilcisi Kasatet Kolejler'de mücadele eden Davis, bir sonraki sezon Belçika'ya, Ostende'ye gitti. Hem Belçika Ligi hem de Euro Cup'ta başarılı bir sezon geçirdi ve maç başına 4 blok ortalamasıyla Euro Cup'ın blok kralı oldu. 2008-2009 sezonunda yeniden Türkiye'nin yolunu tutan Davis, performansıyla 2009'da Türkiye Basketbol Ligi All-Star yabancı karmasına seçildi. 30 yaşındaki oyuncu İzmir'de geçen bir sezonun ardından Türkiye'de simgesi haline geldiği kulübe Banvit'e transfer oldu. Davis etkili dış atışları, kırılma anlarındaki sakin yapısı ve aldığı sorumlulukla Banvit'te bulunduğu 6 sezonda takımın istikrar yakalamasında en büyük yardımcılardan biri oldu. 2013 yılında bir kez daha All-Star seçilen başarılı 4 numara, 2012-2013 sezonunda Euro Cup'ta 4. haftada en değerli oyuncu seçildi. Aynı zamanda Azerbaycan milli takım forması giyen Chuck Davis'le hem kariyerini hem de Türkiye'deki hayatını konuştuğumuz keyifli sohbetimizi gelin beraber izleyelim. First of all, welcome to our emission.
Thank you.
And I would like to start with, it's been like 8 years that you are in Turkey now.
Yes.
And how did you decide to come to Turkey? How did you take this decision?
I mean, at first it was very simple. Like that's one of the teams that offered me a job. You know, as an American, you go to college, you get an agent. He brings you 3 offers, you choose one. Like I had a friend actually played in Turkey, Erwin Dudley. We went to the same school. You know, he said good things. I chose Ted College. That's my first job, and it was a great experience.
And how did you decide to play basketball? How did you find that you are talented to play basketball? How was your story? What's your story?
Well, of course, God gave me a certain amount of height. And the city I'm from, the small city I'm from, basketball was everything. Like, that's what people did. That's what people talked about. So everybody tried, you know what I mean? And it was just luckily, you know, I grew. And it kind of came natural. I'm from a small town in Alabama, Selma, Alabama. It's a pretty historic place, but yeah, that's what we did. We played basketball, so it was like, it was something you had to do as a kid. Like, everybody did it.
So did you expecting to stay that longer in Turkey? I think you're going to stay more, I hope.
No, never. I mean, you know, it's one of those questions. If you go back and ask me then at that point in time, then no way, you know. And it wasn't normal at the time, you know. American players go here, there. That's normal for us. You play in Turkey one year, Greece the next. But yeah, it was just I had a good experience here, and during this time there was a crisis in Europe. So Turkey was one of those places that it was safe, and it just worked out. I liked it, and it was just always the safest position for me to be in.
And for this season, let's talk about the season. What's your goal this season? What's your expectation from the season?
I mean, I guess I'm the type of person, just personally, I try to look at things as short term as possible. So right now, we're in a position where we have a chance to do good in this Euro Cup. You know, we have a game coming up. Once that's over, we're going to look at the playoffs. And so, yeah, our immediate goal is to, you know, win our next game in Euro Cup, advance to the next round, and win that game. You know, we're going to try to make it to the Final Four and see what happens. In Turkey, you know, we're in a position to be in the playoffs. We're going to do the best we can regular season to position us. Then you just see what happened in the playoffs. You know, you never know.
You never know. And it's been like 6 years that you're in Banvit. What's your future plans? And maybe before that, how do you describe the club, Banvit Club? What do you say about?
I mean, it's a unique place. I mean, they're pretty family oriented. You know, they don't run things like a typical business does. You know, everybody knows each other. Like people's family are active in the club. It's a enlightening experience. You know, I mean, it's different from other places I've been, but it's one of those. I've been there for 5 years, you know, and it's obvious.
5 years, not 6 years. Sorry.
Yep, 6 years. This is the sixth. So
6 years, yes.
It's obvious that, you know, they do things a little different from other clubs in Europe, and it was good for me. I mean, they treat you like you're one of them. They kept me there for 6 years. You know, family is important, and I like it.
And how was the friendship in the team?
I mean, this year we had a lot of teams where, you know, it's always conflict on teams. You know, when you got 15 guys together, it's always going to be one guy that you don't like, you know. But in Bonvit, we had a lot of teams where that just doesn't happen. And this year, it's probably one of the top two. Like, you got good guys, and surprisingly, and I'm not just saying that, like, we have no problems. Like, everybody laughs, jokes amongst each other. From Turkey, we got people from different places, Americans, Turkish, Yugoslavians, Russians, and we all get along. We all laugh and joke together. Like, we go out to eat together. Like, I like this team.
And what are your future plans? Are you thinking to stay in Bonvit? Maybe it's too early to talk about, but what are your dreamings?
I mean, actually, I've been starting to think about it. You know, I don't know. I'm not one of these people who wants to play basketball forever. You know, honestly. So it's starting to come up, but it's still right now. Of course, like Bonvit has been good for me. Like if we continue down this road, then I will stay there forever. But I'm thinking in the next 2 years to start to transition myself into a normal life. And I mean, I have some ideas after basketball, but
like what?
I mean, there are rough ideas, but one is maybe I want to be a financial advisor. You know, I've been.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to school for business, so I have a business degree. You know, it's a simple transaction for me. I just have to take a simple test, pass it, and I've been working with a certain company that, you know, my friend works for. He's my financial advisor, and it's just something that over the years of working with them, I've grown interested in, you know, learning about the stock market and things, and that's one of my ideas. So, you know, I have 50 others, or at least 5 others that...
Coaching, do you think about?
I think about it, but you know, the only thing with coaching is that...
tough, huh?
It's not tough, but it's like playing basketball. You know, you do good, you get a job here.
It's difficult then.
Yeah, maybe. If you do good, then you move somewhere else. You know, I kind of want to settle down. I want to pick where I want to live and live there.
Where do you want to live?
I'm still trying to find out. Yeah, but
in Europe, United States.
Probably in America. You know, just cause I've been in Europe so long. You know, my family misses me. I have to hear about this every summer.
Of course.
So, yeah, probably in America, but I'm not opposed. You know, I'm not opposed to moving. I like to move and try different things. You know, each summer I stay somewhere different.
What do you do on your free time in summer? For example, you went to see your parents.
Yes,
family.
I spend some time with my family. I have a lot of nieces and nephews.
That's great.
So I must spoil them a little bit. But besides that, I love the beach. Like, I always I'm staying in LA this summer probably. Previous summers I stayed in Miami, so every day I was at the pool or at the beach, and I do a lot of relaxing, lounging around, you know. I travel some throughout America, go to New York and those kind of places. I don't know, I just try to do the most relaxing things possible.
Right, and did you visit Europe, some places in Europe?
I mean, I have been to a few places. I love Greece. I've been to Athens many times.
Islands, Greek islands? I
haven't been to the islands. But like I said, usually, you know, in our free time, I have to spend it at home just because, you know, we don't get so much of it.
And for Turkey, did you visit south of the Turkey? Did you have time to
I mean, I haven't been to any of the islands outside of Turkey that I hear so much about, and some of my friends keep telling me that I have to get round to some of these places in the Mediterranean, and I definitely plan on doing that. Maybe I'll do it this summer, but I played in Aliyah, you know, that was, we were close to some beach areas, and when I first got there, me and my teammates, we were there once a week, and it was great, you know what I'm saying? Turkey's a beautiful country, you know, mixture of having nice big cities and, you know, beach areas. Not many places have that.
You stay in Bandırma, and did you have time to visit Istanbul? How do you spend your small holidays?
Mostly in Istanbul, you know, it's an easy trip, so yeah, I'm in Istanbul a lot. You know, like
where do you go? Where do you like to go? Of course,
let's
nightclubs.
I mean, yeah, we go out a lot. I mean, usually it's a lot of nice restaurants. Istanbul has thousands of them, you know what I mean? So every year I find 3 new restaurants that even throughout this 8 years of being in Turkey that I didn't know anything about. Bebek is one of my favorite areas, you know.
Where?
Bebek.
Bebek,
Am I saying it right?
Yes.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite areas. On Sundays, it's usually our off day. I hang out there all day, drink coffee, read a book. Like,
Great. Do you read books?
Yeah.
What kind of?
Usually entertainment books. Let's see. The last book I read was Girl on a Train. It's on the bestsellers list, but it's a very good book. I read Gone Girl before that.
Did you watch the movie?
I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the movie yet, but I plan to. I read a lot of James Patterson books, action stuff. You know?
And do you cook? Of course.
I can cook, but
you can or you can't?
I can a little bit, but I don't cook much. Like, I'm lazy when it comes to kitchen. I like to cook, but I hate to clean up. So I end up not cooking too often.
And how do you spend your days in Bandırma? What do you do on your free times? Do you play stations? I mean, do you play console games?
Yeah. I mean, I used to play PlayStation a lot. Like, I don't so much, but yeah, it's the same. I read books. I probably seen every TV show there is, or at least tried it out. You know, but it's a small city, but so that's usually what kind of stuff we do. Let's see. Right now, I watch Walking Dead. I watch Suits. What else do I watch? It's everything. Modern Family is one of my favorite shows. I think I also see that on some of the Movie Max channels or something.
Probably. So, I don't watch, but...
Yeah. But yeah, I watch a lot of TV shows.
Let's talk about European basketball. Do you watch EuroLeague games, of course? Do you watch EuroLeague games? Yes. What do you say about EuroLeague for this season? What do you think?
I mean, European basketball, since I've been in Europe, it's been progressing. You know what I mean? Like, of course, in America, you know,
if you compare it with NCAA or NBA, what do you say?
Basketball is the main sport in America, so you know it's certain things that Europe is starting to catch up on. You know what I mean? And today's time, it's starting to get close. You can tell it. The level of players, like the way teams play now, like it's starting to look a lot similar to American basketball, and it's been progressing over the years. And I mean, it's obvious that you see that, and the biggest thing is fan support, and that's how it happens. You know, fans are actually starting to other places other than just Spain or this place actually like basketball. Here in Turkey, you know, basketball is becoming big. You see it on TV more and more. So as that progresses, you see the sport progress, and people start to love it. You know, when I first came to Turkey, no one ever knew who I was, you know, what team I played for. Now, you know, I walk around the street, sometimes they recognize you. They recognize the team. Like, it's good. It's good to watch, to be here and watch that progression.
Do you have any idols?
Idols?
When you started to play basketball?
Sports idols, Shaquille O'Neal was like my favorite. Like, I loved him. Michael Jordan, of course, but Shaq was my guy. Like, whatever team Shaq played for, that was the team I rooted for. That was the team I loved. Like, he's the guy for me.
Do you watch NBA games?
Yeah.
The problem is the time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, usually we catch highlights, but I do see some games, but mostly I just watch the playoffs anyway, you know. I mean, that's the most important time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which team do you you like?
The Atlanta Hawks. You know, that's where I basically live. You know, that's where my home base is. That's my home team, kind of, and they haven't been that good in the past, you know, but I always supported them. And this year they're very good. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. So I'm watching them. I love the way they play. You know, a different style of basketball. Everybody runs around, shoots threes. That's my team for the year. I hope the playoffs come and they actually, you know, have some success.
And before the interview, you said that you visit some historical place in Istanbul. What was that place?
I've been to the Hagia Sophia. I guess the Grand Bazaar is not historical, but very
historical, of course.
Yeah, a very unique place. You know, I love to go down there.
Did you buy something?
I bought something. I bought many things, but yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, you know, when you go down there on a busy day and like the crowd is unique, you know. I've been to a lot of places, but that's the unique thing. Like, that's the thing that you take people and they're like, wow. You know, it's crazy to go underground and see that many people in one place, all the colors. You can buy everything from rugs to spices, you know. It's real, like, something from the past that we forgot in today's age. It's nice.
Did your family come to here to visit you?
A few family members. You know, most of my family, they
like
think...
your father, I mean, close?
My father hasn't come, but he had some health problems, you know, with flying on the plane and stuff, that long flight. But a few of my family members have been, you know. They always enjoyed it, you know. This year, they're starting to come more and more because they know I'm getting older. I won't be here forever. But yeah, a few of them came, and that's when I go to that stuff, you know, to show them Topkapi Palace. And like, Turkey is a beautiful place. It has a lot of those. Even just in Istanbul, you know, you go to the combination of city and sea, you know, you don't get that too often in many cities around the world.
Europe and Asia. And I heard that you dance very well. Turkish belly dance. You or Sammy?
Sammy, this is Sammy. Sammy is definitely the dancer.
But I know that you do too.
I may dance, but it's not well.
Wow.
It may be funny. It might be funny.
No, they said that you're dancing very well. Okay, can you say us some Turkish words? I will ask you, and maybe you can say some, I don't know.
Okay. What you want to hear?
I don't know. What do you know? You learn some Turkish words, of course.
Yeah. I can say I can say a lot of words. The problem is putting sentences together.
I mean, you know, not a phrase. Can you make a phrase?
That's the problem. Making phrases, I'm not so good. But I mean, you know, of course, the greeting, merhaba.
Merhaba.
And nasılsın, iyiyim, sen. You know, I know all numbers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Count to what?
I can say all these.
Two?
I don't know. I can count to 100. I can say you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, 24.
How did you learn? Did you study or just?
No, didn't study. Just ask, you know, the normal things, and you ask teammates. Of course, you have to pay for something, and they want to tell you how much. You want to make sure people don't cheat you with money.
If I say it's 250 lira, means
250.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And
colors: crimson, turuncu, yere, yeşil. Things like that. Mavi,
which team do you support?
siyah.
When you say the colors, I remember siyah. I just. Which team? Do you support any team? Turkish soccer team?
No.
Do you watch soccer games?
I haven't got into soccer yet.
Just on TV, no?
I mean, sometimes when I usually support whichever my friends get together. You know, they're watching the Beşiktaş versus Fenerbahçe game. Whoever team that they're going for, that's who I go for.
Really?
You know what I mean? So.
Okay. And other words?
Other words. So let's see what else I know. I mean, you know, I can take directions. If I'm lost and someone wants to tell me, you know,
If I say
iki
sola dön,
desi sağ, then
you know, you understand.
I understand.
Düz gideceksin, sağa döneceksin,
Straight,
oradan
go.
sola döneceksin.
Go straight, turn on, I lost you.
Düz gideceksin, sağa döneceksin,
Right.
sonra
Go
sola
straight.
döneceksin,
Go straight, go right, go left.
sonra 100 metre gideceksin,
100 meters.
tekrar sağa döneceksin. Great, that's great. Good.
Yeah.
And
What else I know? I mean, you know, of course I know the basketball related stuff, you know, and drama and I mean, if someone tells me to wait, I bekle.
bekle,
And, yes, and if I want to tell
müdafaa
somebody,
yap. Müdafaa yap,
Nah,
savunma yap.
I don't know.
Defense.
I don't know. Defense, yes, I don't play defense, so.
Bah.
Offense.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean, you know, Ev and Yashil and Ginch and I know a lot of words. A lot of
Great,
words.
that's great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck for the rest of the season and for the rest of your life.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me.
Evet değerli izleyenler, Basket Sever'in bu haftalıkta sonuna geliyoruz. Önümüzdeki hafta farklı bir yerde farklı bir konukla tekrar karşınızda olmak dileğiyle. Hoşçakalın.